Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our third and final launch of 2023. My name is Jennifer Anderson and I am a manufacturing engineer for Fusion 2 and 3. To my right is Tom Black, an engine technician for the ELS program. We are currently about 3.5 minutes from the release of Fusion Air on today's mission. We have a unique orbit for this mission and a first for the launch vehicle. We are targeting a 250 kilometers orbit at a 45-degree inclination. During today's mission, we will have a 7-minute coast phase. We will have full coverage during the coast phase as the vehicle will be in range of our tracking stations.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tom Black and I work on the ELS program for Fusion Space. Let's take a look at the payloads we have on board the rocket today. On board Fusion Air today is for SpoopySatMinis. These are observation satellites for the company SpoopX, and will also be launched on our next launch in February.
At the T2 minute mark, the vehicle's onboard flight computer will take over control of the flight in preparation for release. After this point, we can't recycle the mission if a hold occurs.
Fusion Air is in startup.
Fusion Air has now taken over and is under its own control.
One minute. Thirty seconds. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Release. Ignition. Pitch maneuver.
Fusion Air is on a nominal flight path.
Fusion Air is now on its way to space. Next up is the shutdown of our first stage and separation of the upper stage for the first burn.
Power and telemetry nominal. Fusion Air is currently performing well on its journey to orbit. Stage 2 engine chill has started.
upper stage is preparing its engine for ignition. We are coming up on stage separation shortly.
Miko. Good separation and ignition.
As you saw there, our upper stage successfully separated and is now burning to the initial trajectory before we start our coast phase.
Stage to power and telemetry nominal.
As you heard there, fusion air is healthy and looking good.
Fairing has been separated.
The 4 satellites are now exposed to the vacuum of space for the first time.
Approaching that shutdown in a few seconds.
Seco 1.
Vehicle is on a nominal trajectory.
Acquisition of signal north base.
And with that successful burn, we will now take a short break as we wait for the coast phase to end. After this, we will ignite our upper stage for a second short burn before we deploy the payloads. See you in a few minutes. Welcome back. Our vehicle is about to perform the final burn to get into orbit. After this burn, we will deploy the 4 SpoopX payloads we have today.
Second stage relight.
Our engine has relit to place the payloads into orbit.
This burn only lasts a couple of seconds.
Seco 2.
Nominal orbital insertion confirmed.
Our vehicle is now in orbit. Let's watch as the SpoopX payloads separate.
Satellite 1 deployed. Satellite 2 deployed. Satellite 3 deployed. Satellite 4 deployed.
That brings our mission to an end today. Thank you for joining in for our final launch of 2023. We would like to thank SpoopX for trusting us with the launch of their payloads, and we would like to congratulate our hard-working team for this year's progress. See you later during 2024.